Hola familia, ¿cómo están? What made y'all smile today? Go ahead and throw it in the comments. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hola, my name's papi-Yugi. But the spring equinox, let's get into it, y'all. Spring equinox is approaching. I'm filming this on Mars Day, so this is the Tuesday right before the equinox. Equinox will be taking place on Thursday, March 20th, marking the start of spring, marking the beginning of Aries season, marking the beginning of a whole astrological solar new year. So I'm really hyped, I'm really excited. Before we get into that though, if y'all are interested in learning shamanic techniques, practices, tips, magic, go ahead and join me on the equinox at 1:11 p.m. via Zoom online, and I'm gonna be just showing y'all how to just tap in with the elements, your ancestors, and connect with your gifts so you could be your own shaman, be your own healer, be your own guru, be your own everything, because you have all the power in you and more to just be divine, magical, and beautiful. So yeah, we're gonna tap into that. I'll leave the link to register in the description, so I look forward to seeing y'all there. And then join me next week on the total new moon solar eclipse, which we'll also be doing another shamanic ritual workshop you know, gathering. So I'm excited for that. That one will be at 9 p.m. Link for that will also be in the registration. Also, that same day of the eclipse, I will be having my debut as a drag performer by the name of Glitter Diamond. So y'all should tap in and tune in with the Soft Power Frequency, Soft Power TV. I will also link that in the description because it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a lot of other people's first debut, and I'm excited. I'm excited. There's so much happening just as March. We're already halfway through March, and there's just like so much going on, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. So if you are here, you're queer, and you got no fear, stay tuned. We're gonna get into the vibes, and yeah. So I'm just gonna send some Reiki your way to cleanse your space, cleanse your energy, and to just allow this space, this time, this debriefing, if you will, to just be sacred and to just be holy and to just be filled with nothing but love and positivity, activation, affirmation, and accept and receive. The channel's automatically flowing, so if you accept and receive, it's just going to be continuously on loop. So spring equinox, spring in ancient traditions, ancient cultures, just to keep it short, sweet, and simple, spring is the mark of the actual new year because everything is blossoming, everything is blooming. We have sunny days like it is today. You hear the birds chirping, you see the flowers coming alive. Everything is rebirthing and renewing and revitalizing after the cold, hard, long months of winter. And this is where life is just born again, and everything is in cycles with nature. We are made of nature, so we are instinctively, intuitively, just like every which way connected with nature. So aligning with the cycles and the rhythms of nature, with the sun, with the moon, with the seasons, it really is important. And that's also part of the shamanic healing and medicine and workshop and teachings, is how to really align with these energies, how to really make sense of it, and how to not feel so bombarded when it can feel chaotic, especially this spring equinox, y'all, because we are right in the midst. It is dead center in the middle of this eclipse portal season time frame, because we literally had the eclipse last Thursday, this, and literally a whole 7 days later now we're having the equinox, and then a little over 7 days after that we're having the closing of the eclipse. So much is going on energetically. We're in the middle of 2 retrogrades, and so many planets are shifting and ingressing. There's so much happening astrologically. So this equinox is so different, and it's not just giving birth to a new solar new year and a new solar energy and time and just new zodiac season, but it's giving birth to just a whole new generation and evolution for not only ourselves but society and the collective as a whole. There's so much going on. There's a channel message coming through. Be on top of your engagements because they're going to shift a bit. So however that resonates for you, you got to be on top of your engagements right now, because they are gonna, I'm feeling, be adaptable. That's what Spirit's saying. Be adaptable right now, because We have to, especially with Mercury in retrograde and Venus in retrograde, all in Aries. There's so much Aries energy going on. Aries is a cardinal sign. It's the first sign of the zodiac. It's active, it's inspired, it gets the job done. Aries is, it's the ram. It goes full force into everything and anything. So, and I have a lot of Aries placements actually in me, but I'm Pisces. But if you know the Aries energy, you know, very fiery, very creative, very inspired, slightly aggressive, can have a bit of a temper, but that's okay because we're healing out here. So really connecting with these energies and understanding that there is this, we'll say dual for the lack of a better word, there is this dual force right now occurring where the energy to do and act and create is very heightened, but astrologically too, where a lot of things are aligning, and with the eclipse and stuff, it's also not the best time to be doing so much. So it is that's why I feel the message is coming through, is to be adaptable during this time frame. I just saw 555 on the timer, so change, there's so much change going on microcosmically, macrocosmically. So you gotta think too, I was writing about this on Substack, if all the planets are shifting and all these things are aligning out here, out in the cosmos, out in the space, but we are the universe and there is a universe inside of us, you gotta think that's also affecting us internally. How do you think this is all taking place in our inner world versus the outside world, and how it's also just all connected? It's crazy, y'all. Just gotta think about that, just to put some magic and pizzazz in you. Pero this is a very chaotic time. If you're unaware, if you're not tapped in, if you're not tuned in, if you're not meditating, if you're not journaling, if you're not doing the works, if you're not keeping up with your practices. But again, at the same time, even if you are doing all that, that message that came through right now, which is very clear, is just be adaptable with your engagements. Not your engagements may shift and maneuver and may not go exactly according to plan. How are you going to take initiative to adapt to it? Or how are you going to respond to it in a way that doesn't feel so impulsive as well? Because Aries can be impulsive. I feel like all fire signs can be impulsive, and I have a lot of fire in me, so I definitely understand that energy. But it's just being more grounded. That's definitely the first and foremost. Get outside, y'all. Go hug a tree. Go put your feet in the grass. Go put your hands in the grass or in dirt. Go into the ocean and go get yourself immersed with Pachamama, because she's going to help you, one, not only cleanse your energy, but recharge your energy and help you feel a lot more connected with, okay, there's all this happening up here in the space and the cosmos and the systems. There's all this going on in here, but I feel grounded and I feel centered and I feel at peace. So we good. We Gucci. There's a lot happening, y'all. There is a lot happening. So that's just kind of a breakdown of the spring equinox, Aries season. Again, this is basically the start of the new year. So this is a good time to also just kind of set intentions of what you want this astrological solar new year to bring about. You know, setting intentions for Aries season. What do you want to manifest or create or release, or just what do you want to bring into your life during this Aries season? And how can you work with the energy of Aries, with a fire cardinal energy, to transmute, to create, to take initiative, to take action, while also still coming from a grounded, centered, and adaptable place because of the retrogrades, because the retrogrades will be taking place retrograding backwards into Pisces. So going from Aries into Pisces, again, going from a very initiative, taking the impulsive action, to very like going with the flow and tapping in with the magic and your energy. It's such a, I'm telling y'all, it's such a conundrum. It's such a conundrum with the energies that are going on. And if you're just on top of you're good. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be golden. But also just being aware of this. Just being aware of this. So if you just feel like you have a day where just you feel like nothing is going to plan, you just are so tired and beat, and you're just like, I don't know what's going on. Don't feed into it too much. Just lean into it and just be like, okay, you know what am I leaning into? What is my body trying to tell me? What is my mind trying to tell me? What is spirit trying to tell me? That was me these past few days. I was just really feeling called to like do nothing and rest. And in my mind, I wanted to film this video and I wanted to get all this stuff going because I wanted to have it out on time, and I'm just like over here pondering, but everything is in divine timing, and please trust in divine timing, y'all, because it is going to help you so much. You need to really strengthen that relationship, for some of you, to the divine timing. Y'all really need to strengthen that relationship with divine timing and truly trust and believe and have faith and literally let go of any doubt, because we are still in a waning moon phase. So right now is a good time to release. Let it all go. Let it all go. And just, I trust that everything is aligning and going in this moment. Even me filming this video, I wasn't planning on filming this video right now in this moment in time, but that's what aligned, and I felt called and energized and in the space and capacity to do it. So I'm here doing this for y'all because I love you and you're beautiful and you're amazing. And I might tie my hair up actually because it's kind of hot out here. But I feel there's so much going on energetically. There's so much happening, not just with myself, but just as I'm noticing it with the world just around. So it's really, right now is really a good time to get grounded, get it in position to, one, when all this astrological energy is kind of done and over with, you could just come out of it better and on just the other side of the spectrum. You know, there are a lot of people who have conflicting views on manifesting on a new moon. I want to say manifesting, you could definitely like set some intentions, but I feel like the better time to set intentions wouldn't be on the eclipse for the new moon in Aries. It'd be more on the Equinox, which is Thursday, because that is more of that energy of just new beginnings and freshness. And it's not as, you know, it's in the midst of the eclipse portal, you're not feeling too much from it. So you could have a little bit more leeway with that. That's what I'm feeling personally. Again, however you go, whatever your practice is, whatever you align with, that's totally fine for you. So just do that. I do feel called to pull some cards, so just to kind of see, get a glimpse of where we're heading as a collective. Oh, we're jumping far. We're quantum leaping. And right now as a collective, we're really switching from society and energy of this patriarchal construct of fire and air and think and work and do and build, and we're shifting into a more grounded state of being present, being aware of our emotions, our energy fields, allowing ourselves time to be adaptable, to be nurtured, to be nourished, and to really flow with our energy and our creative process and how that aligns and unfolds for us. So there's just a lot. That's what I feel right now, because we got it with this is gonna be a big jump, y'all. Like this eclipse portal, these retrogrades, like everything, like once this all like finally boils down a bit or simmers down a bit, it's time hopping, it's quantum leaping, like it's not even just like going through a portal. It feels like going through 12 portals, like straight up. Like I'm telling you, this is generational. Like this is a whole, this year 2025, like this month specifically, like this time frame, it is setting it's just getting the ball rolling for that snowball is like this. But I'm telling y'all, once that ball gets rolling, like that snowball is gonna be big, and I don't want to say it's gonna come crashing down, but it's gonna have a great impact. There's gonna be a great impact in all of this. So just be mindful and wary of that, because there's, like I said, like you just gotta be aware of it. So I'm hearing building. How are we building ourselves to better show up in society? These are themes to focus on for Aries season. And the equinox. Like the spring season, Aries season. So not just like Aries season, but Aries, Taurus, Gemini. And then once we get into Cancer season for summer, there's these next 3 months time frame, these next 3 astrological seasons. We're really building ourselves so we could know how to build in society, because like I said, with the collective just doing this whole leap, if you're watching this, Spirit wants me to let you know you are a leader. You are a healer, you have so much magic and power. I feel it. you are watching this for a reason, because you are needing this message, you are needing this guidance to know how to better facilitate, how to take care of yourself, how to show up for yourself and for others. There's so much you are still learning while also teaching others, because it's understanding a master of the unknown, a student of the known, always gonna remain a student, but also gonna understand where I have mastered certain aspects of certain things. And then there's always more to learn in those aspects as well. So just be confident. That's what I feel a lot in this, is being confident in what you're building and what you're creating. So that way when you start bringing it out into the world, you know what you're bringing to the table, pretty much. You know what you're bringing to the table. So it's gonna start with the Eight of Chalices. You really need to, for some of you, you're letting a lot of family go, friends go, a job or career. A lot of you are letting things go. And not even letting go, I just feel like you're tossing it out. Like, bye. Like, you're over it. Do not do it impulsively, because if you're letting it go, there is a big reason for it, and you need to stay firm in that decision. So if you chose to leave that relationship, if you chose to leave your family because they're toxic, if you chose to separate from your friend group because they just don't align with you, if you chose to get a new job because that job just didn't treat you right, make sure it's coming from an emotionally secure space, first and foremost, because it is the Eight of Chalices. I didn't even show you the card. So it is the Eight of Chalices, but also that this decision, it does feel right for you, and you're not gonna second guess it or have second thoughts or backtrack to it because you feel comfortable or familiar with it. You gotta stay firm in whatever you're leaving behind and letting go during this time frame, during this period, and especially during this, again, this Aries spring season. You're gonna be letting a lot go. And again, we are in the year of the snake, 2025, the year of 9. You're shedding. So whatever it is, snakes don't go back to their skin once they've shed it. Snakes do not go back to their skin once they shed it. So whatever you're shedding, it's not like you're gonna crawl back into that skin and wear that skin again. Ew, no, gross. I'm sorry. That's not how it works. You shed it, you let it go, cool. It's no longer attached to you, it's no longer a part of you, and you left it wherever it was. That's how you have to feel. And that's the energy you gotta carry, and that's the confidence you gotta be in moving forward. There may be some emotions tied to it, but if you truly want to grow and ascend, you gotta get rid of the root rot, y'all. Gotta get rid of the root rot. Ooh, and we got the Devil in the reverse. I didn't even show y'all. This feels it's feeling a little sneaky. But it's also feeling playful. It is interesting. But it's in the reverse. What I'm feeling from this is playing with the energies that show up, that are here to put pressure on you, to test you, to challenge you, to bring some obstacles. I'm feeling this Saturn energy. I'm feeling this fire energy. It's feeling like Sag energy, because you're gonna see that a lot of what you've been manifesting, dreaming, creating, a lot of your dreams, your goals, your visions, your travels, they're gonna be manifesting. However, for some of you, in the ways that they come in, it's feeling sneaky, but not sneaky like, okay, there's someone playing. It's feeling sneaky like the ways that they manifest are not going to be in the ways you probably imagined. And that's the best way to manifest, is to like detach from the outcome and how it's going to show up. But it's going to be sneaky in the way that they manifest. And it's going to feel like, okay, my manifestations are manifesting. No, they actually really are. It's just that they're not manifesting in a way you probably have pondered or considered, but just know that the way these challenges, obstacles, things are showing up, they're actually here to test you a bit and put a little pressure on you a bit. So one, you could break your attachments that you have to the things that you're letting go, because for some of you, you're still going to be holding on just a bit to those people, places, situations that you really need to let go of and that you really want to let go of. And two, to just stepping into this confident energy that you're worthy of it and you deserve it. And there's gonna just be some little, it feels like tying up the loose ends, and that's why I feel sneaky, because it's like these little side quests. Yeah, we'll say side quests. These little interruptions, disruptions, these little bloop bloop bloops that are showing up on the journey, they're actually to just kind of help you tie up those loose ends, so that way when your manifestations, cannot speak, Mercury retrograde, when your manifestations fully show up, you are just so ready to receive it, and you're ready to receive it without complications. So it may seem like things are complicated, but really those complications are just trying to show you how to be a lot more free and playful and fun and just enjoy the present moment. So don't be so focused and gung-ho on what you're manifesting, because it's manifesting. It's gonna come to fruition. In the meantime, have fun, play, and if you see any obstacles arise, just, okay, how can I maneuver this? How can I make it more fun? How can I invite love into it? And don't be so serious about it. I'm really feeling like this devil card is feeling playful. It's showing you how to not be so serious, because if you take things so seriously, and if you're so serious about what you're manifesting, and you're just so attached to this relationship of being serious, and like, I have to, do my affirmations, and I have to do my meditation, and I have to be so like strict with myself, you're really just restricting yourself, because you're not allowing yourself to be open and receptive to bring in and draw in and create. Oh my gosh. Y'all, don't deceive yourself. Yes, have structure. Yes, be organized. Yes, have a routine if that works well for you. But as I was saying earlier, be adaptable with your engagements. Hey, maybe today's not the day I, wake up early and meditate and do my yoga and have my green smoothie and do all these things. Maybe today's the day I just kind of rest and watch a movie, or I go for a really long walk, or I just go hang out with friends, And if you feel called in at some point throughout the day to maybe do something that you didn't feel you got done, and you have the energy to do it. It's having fun, having that freedom of, hey, I don't need to be so strict on my routine, but I do have things I would like to do. Maybe I just don't need to do them at the time frame I'm so used to doing them. It's really expanding yourself. You need to expand your consciousness, your awareness, and how you're seeing and perceiving and doing things in life, because I'm really feeling the Saturn energy, and Saturn's really trying to help you stay grounded right now. Sometimes being grounded isn't doing a meditation. So I will be honest, there's times where I'm trying to meditate because I feel like it's gonna ground me, and I just cannot. And then, I'll probably go drink some water, or I'll throw on a movie, or I'll just be scrolling on something on YouTube, and I'm just like, this actually helped me get a lot more grounded than my meditation did, because that was probably what I needed. And then I got into a space where I was actually able to ground in a meditation and be more focused and connected with my energy. It's going with the flow. And like I said, it's an upside down pyramid. That's the shape that we got. So it's learning how to not be so structured in the patriarchy and so on top of everything, but kind of allow everything to come down onto you and to fall onto you. And not in a way that's bad, but in a way that it just comes to you, because you're magnetic. You are powerful. You are electric. You are drawing it all in. Yes, God is. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this, y'all. I'm literally loving this. So that's a double card. And then we got Judgment. Ooh. Whoa. Some of you are really trying to turn away, ignore Saturn right now. Some of you really need to start working with Saturn. And again, these are the top three. So these are the main three beginning focuses of the journey. I almost feel this is more Aries season. Then we're gonna go into Taurus, and then probably Gemini season. Yeah, that's what it's feeling like. But y'all, Judgment's all about rising to your higher calling, to your awakening, to your path, to your purpose, to really, we got Ampu, and then it looks like a high priest, to bring death to the version of you that isn't in their high priest, high priestess, divine goddess, energy, and to really embrace and embody that. And Saturn, again, we were talking about these little challenges because we got Saturn symbol on both of these. Saturn's really gonna be coming for y'all. Saturn's in Pisces right now, y'all. Saturn is in Pisces. I want to say maybe shifting signs soon. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on that. You can go check out some astrology forecast for it. But Saturn is really coming in hot, y'all. And Saturn is also very accurate with where they're placing people, places, situations, you. And for some of you, you're just gonna feel this, like, I don't want to do it because it's feeling hard, it's feeling difficult, it's feeling complicated, it's not fun anymore, it's not easy anymore, I don't want to do this anymore, grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. That's what it's giving, y'all. That's what it's giving. Eventually, what I'm feeling this, like, eventually, yes, you guys are gonna come to this understanding, like, or understanding, I should say, that okay, let's just, you know, hack up our skirt, roll up our sleeves, and let's just do it. But I do feel that for some of you, I'm not all of you, but there is a select group of you who you're really gonna keep pushing it aside and pushing it aside and pushing it aside. Just know, if you do that, you're really going, one, you're gonna be moving more from an ego-centered space, and you're not gonna be moving from an empowered space. And two, you're really just prologuing your manifestations, your outcome, your growth, your potential, your ascension, really, for this level and period of time, because we're always going to be ascending and going to higher levels and things like that. But for some of you, you're really just going to be, I don't want to say avoid it, but you're just ain't going to want to deal with it. You're going to feel like you probably got too much on the plate. You're going to feel like not now, not today, Satan. Like, it's really giving that. Again, something that beautiful hermana of mine told me is that, like, Saturn wants you to see you win. Saturn is just that, like, kind of tough, like, love that you get from the father, who's like, hey, I love you, but you gotta, you know, Saturn is a masculine energy, so it's like you gotta straighten up a bit, you know. Again, we're learning how to flow right now. We're learning how to flow with the structures that we have in place, so that way we're not feeling too restricted, but we also have, you know, an idea of the path we're walking and how we're flowing and how we're going and things like that. So that's what I'm feeling. Those are two major arcana. So those, the Judgment and the Devil, are going to be heavily influenced, and those aren't going to really take, again, the major arcana is universal energy. So these universal influences of the Devil, and again, the Devil's going to be more of an internalized type of, like, how am I taking these obstacles that the Judgment is bringing out and being playful with it? Because these obstacles are going to be showing up for sure, for sure, for sure. And it's going to be, like, kind of through to an Aries season. But it's all going to begin once you really let things go. Those people, places, situations, jobs, relationship, whatever it is you got to let go of. And you know what you got to let go of. That's what Spirit wants me to clarify for you. Know, like, you know what you got to let go of. You know who you need to let go of. You know why you need to let it go. Do it. Do it right now. Do it in this moment. Send that text. Make that phone call. Or if it's one of those situations where it's just like cut, snip, snap, bye, like, I ain't ever just speaking to you again, cool, that's fine. Some people don't deserve an explanation. Some people don't need an explanation. And sometimes we don't need an explanation or not to say we don't deserve it, but sometimes we don't need it because we know what may be true or not. And it's not trying to validate ourselves, but sometimes it's just, sometimes you just know how it's going to play out. Sometimes you just know how it's going to go. And sometimes it's just, you know, what's going to be better. If you feel like it's a test where you need to speak your truth, then go ahead and speak your truth. But if it's one where you really could just be like, snip, snap, by, like, there's no need to just engage in any type of connection anymore to even hear your side or hear my side, and we could just leave it at whatever happened and cool, that's totally fine too. It's not seeing it as good or bad, it's just seeing it as, like, you know what, the longer I'm still invested and connected and tethered to this energy, the longer it's going to take for me to fully embrace my new path and to awaken and rise to my judgment. That's just how it be. So that's Aries season. What's Taurus season holding? We got the Knight of Wands with the Seven of Chalices. Ooh. So we got the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Chalices. And Taurus season is really bringing these energies together. What it's feeling is Taurus season is bringing y'all a lot of opportunities. A lot of opportunities. And the Knight of Wands is saying, like, some of you are really gonna have, you're gonna have a lot on your shoulders, but it's not feeling like heavy. But there's gonna be a burden to bear, because for some of you, you're gonna feel that it's your position, duty, obligation, okay, to really carry it, because you're going to be presented so many opportunities. What I'm feeling from this is choose the opportunities that you feel are opening the doors to your manifestations. That's what Taurus season is going to bring you, because what I'm feeling is you're going to be given opportunities and deals and arrangements and engagements. Like everything's just going to be coming to you left and right. And the Knight of Wands is going to be kind of excited and impulsive, and you may just take on more than you could, you may bite more than you chew, take on more than you could handle. I do want to say, for some of you, you definitely are a being and powerful energy where you can handle a lot of what's coming to you. However, again, delegate and be discerning about, is this truly in alignment for me? And a lot of it does feel like an alignment. Like, it doesn't feel like any of these are going to be bad opportunities. Maybe one or two. But again, discernment. However, you're really going to see how well, I don't want to say I'm multitasking, but how well you really can handle just a large workload in a beautiful and elegant way, but also to lead from a heart-centered space and make sure that you're making these decisions from a place that feels right for you in the heart, a place that feels right for you intuitively, from a place where you also have a bit of logic and you're like, okay, I could see myself doing this. I could see myself organizing and strategizing and fitting this into my schedule, and not just impulsively